Good evening, and welcome to the Extreme News Network. I'm Nunzio Business.
And I slept with the producer. I'm Anchora Story.
In current events, President Obama has vetoed Bill 227. It is still illegal to be white in public. XNN decided to interview a few passers-by on their opinions of the veto. However, we are unable to air the footage from the interviews, as all of the pedestrians were in a rush to escape the oncoming stampede of black American rioters that call themselves Chocolate Train. They trampled our cameraman to the ground and stole the rims off the news van. Now, while this posed an immediate threat to the equipment inside, the owner of the studio just dumped his gold-digger girlfriend, saving him enough money to hire enough prostitutes to create a 1-mile assembly line from the van around the block, through a Burger King restaurant, and into the back door of the studio. When asked why he didn't just buy more rims, he simply answered, "There are other things I'd rather ride. Now get to reporting, you greasy lap monkey."
That's right, Nunzio. But at least I maxed out all his American Express cards before he sent me that Dear Jane letter. I'm Anchora Story.
In other news, there was an attempted robbery at the First National Bank on Main Street and 25th Avenue yesterday. 2 teenagers were caught in the safe trying to stuff as many bills into the left and back pockets of their American Eagle skinny jeans as they could before being reprimanded by authorities. They had barely and insecurely squeezed in $3.32 by the time the SWAT team had blown up the front wall, shattering the open glass doors in the front of the defenseless building and yoked up the culprits. When asked why they did it, the boys explained that they were trying to put a pack of Trident layers on layaway.
This just in, the suspects have managed to escape police custody. New York's best and brightest had been commissioned to keep an eye on them, but the boys made their break during a rerun of The Sopranos. One of the suspects is a 5'3" Hispanic gentleman with a tattoo on his right shoulder that reads, "The more you eat them, the more you fart." Brown windswept emo hair beneath a pinstripe beanie hat, oversized shoes on his exceptionally small feet will point him out in any crowd. The other suspect is white. If you have any information regarding these delinquents, please call the NYPD emergency hotline at 1-888-555-5555, extension 878-372-594-8726-43333333. Wait 5.5 seconds exactly before pressing the pound button as rapidly as you possibly can and screaming at the top of your lungs. Someone might be with you shortly. But sending an officer to your area is no guarantee.
That's an unfortunate occurrence, Anchora. I certainly hope those little bastards are caught quickly.
Why do you care, Nunzio? You don't have any valuables in your glove compartment, much less a car. I can see the full fare bus pass hanging out of your money clip.
That's fine, Anchora. It was meant for you to see. I just wish I could afford a gas mask. You have me gagging for oxygen over here with all the perfume you have caked on. Does anyone else smell a pile of dead fish in a field of orchids? Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after these messages. I think I have to handle this skank before she steps out of place, and I have to smack a hoe.
And I'll be right back after I take him to the men's room, hang his bald-headed dome over the wall and show him just how many inches it takes to make a man a man.
Is the camera off yet? I might have to burn this hooker. Personally, I would stop while I was ahead of the blade. And between you and me, I've got your bald-headed dome dangling.
Nunzio, you are the epitome, essence and soul of senior America. Have you changed your Depends diaper since the last commercial break? I know you had a burrito for lunch today. I can only imagine how the waistband on that thing will be screaming by the next segment's end.
I'm sorry, Anchora, I didn't understand you. Try taking the producer's erection out of your mouth before talking next time.
I only keep it in my mouth to prevent you from taking it up your bum.
Oh, great googly moogly, it's Nunzio time. Please, don't grind my gears just now. I'm rather on edge today. Your mother was lame in the sack last night and left me extremely dissatisfied. And I'm not sure I can continue riding her bareback like that. The speed bumps and craters on that huffy's back leave my thighs in a radiating chafe. She has the sexual grace of a retarded one-eyed squirrel on LSD. I thought the way she twitched her eye at first was cute until I realized that she couldn't stop doing it. Then I decided it was just time to throw that dog a bone and catch wheels before she lifted another leg and wanted her ears scratched. I believe she burned me, as well as left little assassins in my breeches. I will be making my way to the free clinic on 33rd after the show. Do you want a ride? I managed to kiff a few dollars out of her purse when she withdrew half the balance out of the "I wish Anchora had gone to college" fund that she uses to liquor up every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning. There was just enough money there to add up with the quarters I found in the folds of her ridiculous back fat and buy you a bus pass for today. I'm not entirely surprised that the producer hasn't asked you to take off that beanie hat while we're broadcasting, since it has probably been so long since you last showered and washed that ragamuffin on your head that it would take the jaws of life to snatch that faggot off. That could possibly explain the aroma of hazelnuts and 1960s armpit funky funk desecrating my nose. Please don't step to that which you cannot handle. The fact that you could sit on a maggot's back and swing your legs back and forth does not help your case in the least. But there is one thing you can reach from where you stand. But by the time you realize what it is, I will have already pissed on your head. But I have a sneaking suspicion that you wouldn't turn down that golden shower. Now the camera's almost on and all you've done is get burned in the 3rd degree without the possibility of parole. Now finish reporting the news, you squinty-eyed cheese dumpster.
This just in, Nunzio has AIDS.